set against the backdrop of budgetary restraints, economic tariffs about to be imposed on Ireland by the United States, schools facing closure because of a lack of funding. It's interesting to see how funds are allocated to other projects. And today, Fianna Fáil have indicated that €800,000 is going to be spent on nature and conservation. And we're going to see a clip here featuring Christopher O'Sullivan, Minister for Nature, Heritage and what? Biodiversity. Think about this just for a second. The government has a Minister for Nature, Heritage and Biodiversity. Think of the money this guy's being paid, plus his expenses. And he's making videos like this explaining what the government is going to be spending money on. This one is mind-blowing. And we're going to hear what they're allocating some of the funds to. We'll run through the video briefly and then we'll run it back.
Wonderful. And it's particularly wonderful when the conservation of nature is rooted in communities. That's why today I'm absolutely delighted to announce €800,000 worth of funding to communities who are conserving nature. So,
€800,000, almost €1 million, is being allocated to nature. Okay, so let's see where it's going.
What type of projects have received funding? Well, the Irish Whale and Dolphin Group have received funding for the conservation of the bottlenose dolphin in County Clare. Cork.
The Irish Whale and Dolphin Foundation are getting funded to save bottlenose dolphins in County Clare. Now, I'm all for wildlife, I'm all for nature, I'm all for conservation. But how is a lump of money, it doesn't say how much they're allocating to the Whale and Dolphin Society to save the bottlenose dolphin off the coast of County Clare, but what exactly will that money go towards? How are they going to save the whale off the coast of County Clare? Who's getting that money? What are they going to do with that money? Will they give an account of that money? Will there be a breakdown of it? Will there be full accountability? Will there? Save the whale? I can remember that slogan from way back in the 80s. You know, when I was in primary school, we were told save the whale. Panda Fund, you remember the World Wildlife Foundation? Pandas, save the African elephant, save the rhino, save the tiger, the Bengal tiger. Now it's save the bottlenose dolphin off the coast of County Clare. Well, fair play to the Irish Whale and Dolphin Society. They have just secured themselves a big lump of money. Now we have Cork, it's getting a few quid too.
Nature Network has received funding towards the conservation of peatlands, and Seafields in Clare have received funding for the conservation of the
peatlands and seafields, so the preservation of peatlands and seafields, and this is the best one.
Sand dune system there, with amazing community.
Sand dune system, preserving the sand dune system. So money to save the bottlenose dolphin off the coast of County Clare, seafields and peat fields conservation, and most importantly, and I'm sure a lot of you out there are troubled by this one, especially at night, the preservation of sand dune systems. Preservation of sand dune systems. This guy is really excited. Look at his smiley face and the sun shining on him, and he's doing this hand gesturing thing that all politicians seem to have been coached in now. They have to do this, they have to do this, and they have to, try and do this and walk as they're talking.
Projects like this, I'm absolutely confident that we can reverse the trend of habitat loss and species loss.
So he's confident that this €800,000 grant, effectively Irish taxpayers' money, is going towards dolphins, seafields, peat fields and sand dunes. And he is confident that this will reverse the trend of habitat loss. Being serious, okay? Again, I'm looking out the window. It's a beautiful day. I can see trees. I can hear the birds singing. The wind is blowing beautifully. There's a little river runs outside the back of my house. It's beautiful. But does money need to be spent? Hundreds of thousands of euro need to be spent when other things are much more pressing at this time. There's a lot of issues around my area that need addressing. Lack of mental health facilities for young people. Lack of community projects. The town centre crumbling into decay. Businesses failing. People going bust. And here we have almost €1 million being chucked into this. And is it any wonder this guy's smiling? What a job, eh? Sitting together, looking at the budget, going, oh, we'll throw some money into the peat fields, throw some money into the sea fields. Let's see if the dolphin, while he's on a big fat TD salary, plus expenses, I would be smiling too. What do you think below? Am I being too hard? Should there be a big whack of money allocated to preserving the dolphin and the sea fields and the peat fields and the sand dunes? Or should we be prioritising before everything else, for example, places for children in schools in September, or keeping the lights on in some schools that are facing closure in some parts of Dublin? Let me know what you think below. I'm Rick Munn, No Risk, No Reward Media, over and out.